everyone, welcome to my second Q&A. We have some really great questions in this video, and if you want your question featured next week, make sure to write that down in the comments. The first Q&A did a lot better than I thought it was going to do, so make sure to leave me more questions because I'd love to continue the series. This first question is from Emily Hido. Do you think there'll be any Clone Wars sets coming anytime soon? And yes, definitely. Short answer, of course, Clone Wars sets will always be in the works, especially with just recently Lego's really kind of figured out how much we love clones. I don't know why it took them so long, but they've been pumping out plenty of sets Clone Wars related, and that has no reason to not continue moving forward. Now, next year we might not see a Clone Wars set per se, but definitely some clone sets. Next year is the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, so we might get, a battle pack based off of, whatever Clone Legion, 327th, 41st, who knows, any of them featured in that movie is an option, and we could see that, or really any other, maybe Clone Turbo Tank, whatever. So we'll probably get clone related sets next year for sure, a good few of them, but I assume they're all going to be, Revenge of the Sith labeled. Now, in one sense, we won't be getting any Clone Wars sets, but we will be getting clone sets, if that makes sense. So, close enough. I do expect Revenge of the Sith to have a pretty good anniversary next year. They've been a kind of lazy with some of them, only giving a few sets, but Revenge of the Sith, I think, will maybe see a few more than the others. Especially with how many prequel fans like me are a part of the LEGO community now, and with Revenge of the Sith being one of the most popular movies in all of Star Wars in general, I assume we're in for a pretty good year next year. The next question is from Guardman. What would your dream set wave be? Now, this one might come to a shock to a lot of you, but it's not any prequel sets actually. My dream set wave is probably based off Rogue One. I really loved that movie, and all the sets we got off it were absolute hits. Seriously, I can't even over exaggerate. They were all amazing. The style they used in those sets, well, from that movie, really, the darker, grittier feel, it was present in those sets, and I loved them for that. Unfortunately, that was my time in Lego that I wasn't really buying any sets, the dark times, as many people call them, when you kind of get away from Lego for a little bit and you come back to it. So I pretty much missed out on all those sets, which really sucks. I would love to get some of them, but they're all pretty expensive now on the aftermarket. So a set wave of those kind of sets would be awesome to see. I think a U-Wing and a TIE Striker would be a must for a return, and I could definitely see those guys coming back around at some point, hopefully soon. As far as new sets, I think kind of a Master Builder series or maybe just a normal play set, kind of like the Darth Vader Castle Yavin 4 of the comm relay tower on Scarif would be really awesome. I think that'd be a great set to see. And I think if they wanted to revisit the theme, that might be my most wanted one just because it's new and you could get a lot of the figures in it. Beyond that, I also really love the hover tank they released with that wave. I don't know why, I just have always loved that set. It's kind of a smaller, weirder one, but it's really neat to me. A nice addition to any Imperial army. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, Rogue One definitely. I know that's probably again shocking, but I I love that film and those sets. So hopefully we see more of those in the future. We have seen the one Andor set, and maybe the second season of Andor will get hopefully more sets, and hopefully re-spark Lego into making some more Rogue One sets. The next question is from Commander Ree. If you could choose any Star Wars ship to be made, which one would you choose? This one's pretty tough, but I think the two options I have between are in the Phantom Menace. The Lucrehole Separatist ship, the big circular one with the ball middle. That thing's really neat. But beyond that, I actually think my top set is the Nubian Royal Starship. That ship is so good looking. I would love to see Lego's take on it. I've seen mocks of it and it looks so beautiful. Like I know they couldn't do it in full chrome like it is in the movie because that'd just be way too expensive. It'd be awesome to see, but it's not reasonable. I understand that. But getting in a light gray variation would still be very cool to see. Hopefully it does come about at some point. I've seen some really cool mocks that I'd love to see a similar style to or a similar build to. Hopefully they get around to it. I kind of do think it's weird that we haven't seen it already, The ship is seen basically the entire movie. It's like the main vessel, they take it to get off Naboo and then to Tatooine. They got to fix it and then get back. A lot of time is spent there, and it's kind of weird. There's not a set based off of it. So even though it's a bit of a weirder pick, that's probably my number one ship that I want to see in Lego Star Wars that we haven't yet. Alright guys, so that was actually the final question for this video. So like I said earlier, drop more questions down below for next week if you want to see your question answered. And also let me know what you guys thought of the questions this week. What were your answers to some of them? What's your dream set wave? What Star Wars ship would you like to see in Lego form? Put all that down in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to keep sending me questions if you want this series to continue. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.